It is late August and we are getting close to September, and one of the readathons that I want to participate in September is Shorty September. This is created by Past Storytime and the Soggy Expatriate Book Nerd, I think, are the two names. I will have their channels listed down below. I first heard about this readathon when She Wants the Diction did it last year, and I was not able to participate that year, so I would definitely like to participate this year. There are 12 prompts for this, and there's a very cool bingo board flyer style prompt thing that I will link down below as well, and all the prompts have to do with shorts, because Shorty September is all about reading short books. Books 250 pages or below. I love short books, as we well know. I love novellas. So what I have done is I have pulled every book 250 pages or below off of my TBR shelf to see today. And I have 3 huge stacks of books and then another huge stack of books. So I have 4 huge stacks of books in front of me. The reason that I have 4 stacks is that I also want to participate in Novella November. This was started by Rick McDonnell, and that is when we read novellas in November. He qualifies novellas as books 175 pages or below. So I have pulled all the books 250 pages, but I've divided them off into one stack of books that is 175 pages or below that I'm not going to be including today, and that I will hopefully be reading some of for Novella November. I did not include books in series that I wasn't caught up to yet, or short story collections, or nonfiction. I did include connected short stories, novels. So novels that are novels made up of connected short stories. Let's see if I can even hold it up. This is my stack of novellas that I'm saving for November that we're not going to talk about here, but that are under 250 pages. And the last stacks I'm going to go through in no particular order. I'm also not going to talk about what these books are about, some of which I don't really know what they're about, and also there's a lot of books here, so it would take me all day to do that. I am, as I go through them, going to separate them into 2 categories, sci-fi and not sci-fi, because September is also Sci-Fi September, so I would like to prioritize some of these sci-fi reads for reading in September. This is just all the books on my TBR that are under 250 pages but above 175 pages. This is not necessarily a list of books that I'm actually going to read in September because there's way too many. Meridian by Alice Walker. Warp by Lev Grossman, When the Cat's Away by Kiki Friedman, Miss Pinkerton by Mary Roberts Reinhardt, Miss Pym Disposes by Josephine Tey, The Franchise Affair by Josephine Tey, Ruby Fruit Jungle by Arita Mae Brown, Harlan's Half Acre by David Maloff, Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf, The Lady in the Lake by Raymond Chandler, Suspicious Death by Dorothy Simpson. This is in the middle of a series, but I'm not reading this series in order, so it does count. Time Cat by Lloyd Alexander, Solar Lottery by Philip K. Dick, In Dubious Battle by John Steinbeck, The Power and the Glory by Graham Greene. I have 2 copies of this book. Death's a Beach by Beth Sherman, The Mystic Misor by V.S. Nepal, Go Tell It on the Mountain by James Baldwin, Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe, A Mercy by Toni Morrison. These are 2 books in one, The Stoneware Monkey and The Penrose Mystery by R. Austin Freeman, Cargo of Eagles by Marjorie Ellingham, Better Than Life by Grant Naylor, The Buck Passes Flynn by Gregory MacDonald, The Green Hills of Earth by Robert A. Heinlein, The Last Picture Show by Robert McMurtry, The Club by Takis Verger, Dancer from the Dance by Andrew Hollerman, Life Drawing by Robin Black, Village School by Mrs. Reed, In the Night Cafe by Joyce Johnson, Double Blind by Edward St. Alban, Tin Man by Sarah Winman, Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer, Gilead by Marilyn Robson, Jeeves and the Feudal Spirit by P.G. Wodehouse, Jeeves and the Wedding Bells, an homage to P.G. Wodehouse by Sebastian Faulks, Quicksand by Junichiro Tanizaki, The Samurai's Garden by Gail Tsukiyama, Bailey's Cafe by Gloria Naylor, Jazz by Toni Morrison, Red at the Bone by Jacqueline Woodson, Beneath the Wheel by Herman Hesse, The Pleasing Hour by Lily King, Ecotopia by Ernest Gallenbach, Our Man in Havana by Graham Greene, Thank You Jeeves by P.G. Wodehouse, England Made Me by Graham Greene, The Blind Countess's New Machine by Carrie Wallace, N.P. by Banana Yoshimoto, The Sea by John Banville, Autobiography of a Corpse by Sigismund Kurvajnovsky, The Tenants of Moonbloom by Edward Lewis Wallant, The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Graham, What Are You Going Through by Sigrid Noonan, By the Light of My Father's Smile by Alice Walker, Love by Toni Morrison, The Uptown House by Melissa Ginsberg. Lastly, Now is the Time to Open Your Heart by Alice Walker. So I have a ton of books under 250 pages. I have a ton of great choices for Shorty September. Some of the sci-fi that I'm really interested in would be to continue the Red Dwarf series by Grant Naylor. I want to read some Jeff Vandermeer, and this is the only book of his I have. Maybe some classic sci-fi from someone like Philip K. Dick or Robert A. Heinlein would be a great choice. And I've been meaning to read Ecotopia for a long time, so I would like to get to this one. I really want to read Miss Pinkerton because I have the sequel to this, and hopefully Kevy and I will buddy read the sequel, so I would like to get to this one early in September. I've been wanting to read more from the Jersey Shore Mystery, so maybe September is a good time for that. And I've been wanting to read more in the Luke Thanet mystery series, so maybe September is a good time for that. I would also like to get to In Dubious Battle by Steinbeck. This is a Steinbeck modern classic that I've never read before and actually never heard of until this year. And I've also been wanting to read The Pleasing Hour by Lily King. So out of all those books, this kind of pile of 9 books is kind of speaking to me at the moment. So this is a tentative TBR pile of possibilities for Shorty September. But like I said, I have a lot of books, so there's a lot of possibilities to get to. Let me know if you're participating in Shorty September. Let me know if you're participating in Novella November. Let me know what your ideal length of book is. I think mine probably falls in that 250 page mark. Although I love novellas, I do like a little bit of meat to my book. So I think that kind of 250 to 280 page is like the sweet spot. Let me know the answers to those questions in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.